What's up, guys? Uh, Welcome to our talk again. Happy New Year. We are glad to be back again uh, for your number one channel, Relationship Doors. Today we'll be talking about finances in relationships or finances and relationships. And as usual, I'm with your relationships expert, Professor Casper and Dr. Oty. We are all prepared to take you through this topic, and we kindly request you to follow and subscribe and like and touch notification bell and comment, and then we'll see what we'll make out of this. So karibuni sana, Dr. Oti. Welcome to the show.
Okay, thanks very much.
And Professor Casper, karibuni sana.
Thanks, Vic, for hosting us again.
You're welcome. And
Happy New Year, viewers.
yeah. But I wanted to ask, how did you have your Christmas, Dr. Oti?
Christmas or just the entire festivity?
Yeah, the entire period.
Yeah, it was great, but we have been reawakened very quickly about things to do with schools and other things. Reality has come.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was great.
Okay. I'm glad that you were able to see off the previous year and in good health. Yeah, that's what we appreciate. How about you, Casper? Ulirukishia wapi?
Yeah, we were at the upcountry. You know, it's very enjoyable opening the festive season in the upcountry. And I think the government should consider probably January should be given. We should not open. People should not go to work on January. It should be a holiday after festivities, so that we begin our year on February. There is no need of us hurrying. We should not hurry. Where are we hurrying to?
Yeah. But I think the main problem is lack of money when you're coming towards January, and the budget, taking kids to school. People have their own resolutions. They want to look for jobs. They want to change careers. They want to, So all that hassle and lack of money, I think that is what makes January very long and boring, I think. But we thank God we are here, and we are ready to start the new year. Albeit the challenges and all that. That is the sweetness of life, Otherwise, that's how we spent our Christmas and holiday festivity over the Christmas. And we are glad to be here. So today, as I've told you, we'll be talking about finances and relationships. And I'm sure you guys know that finances play a very big role as far as holding up our relationships is concerned. And therefore, if this matter is not handled in a very sober way, finances, as much as it brings people together, it may be a source of people leaving each other. So I think it's good to talk about this. Let's hear your views. How do you handle finances in your relationships? In as much as we hear this from the expert's view or point of view. And the first thing that we are going to address is the role of finances in a relationship. What importance do you think that finances play as far as relationships are concerned? And I'll direct this question to Dr. Oti. Karibu sana.
Okay, thanks very much, Vic, for welcoming us to the new year talk. Okay, finance, just in any other aspect, finance does a lot of things, and in our marriages or relationship, it also do a lot of things. Beginning from engagement, going through wedding, and even we have got what we call bride price. Yeah, that is nowadays we have made it not in Africa. It used to be animals, but now we have made it money. Yeah. I've talked with people from different ethnic community, telling me that their bride price is like some amount of money. So without money, it is really difficult to move a relationship. Yeah. So we must have money to make us. There are some basics that without money you cannot. Your partner will not enjoy the life with you.
Okay.
So, having a relationship without money, that cannot work. That is nearly impossible. Yeah.
Yeah, you talked about a bride price and
Yes.
dowry, and
Yes.
Nowadays, of course, we calculate. We say, for instance, if you're selling your daughter, say for 10 heads of cow,
Yeah.
and then you convert that into money, and then you just bring the money. How has that affected our way of living and cultural way of, or has it been accepted generally in our society?
Okay. Okay. The only problem is that people do not equate to the amount of money that is tagged on them.
Mhm.
Like you find a lady, they tag. Somebody will tell you that this my daughter went to school, went to university, has got a degree,
Yeah.
bachelor degree.
Used to fetch water.
Yeah, and now the money that I can put the price tag is
Yeah.
like maybe 12 million Kenya shilling.
Mhm.
But if you leave her to hustle and get a job with that degree,
Yeah.
you'll find that 12 years will pass without when she's just a jobless
Yeah.
lady. Yeah. So, we are not realistic when we are putting the price tag
Mhm.
on ladies.
Mhm.
And okay, and the expectation that the people in relationship and the people around them have
Mhm.
to do with finance is also making marriage
Mhm.
or relationship unbearable.
Okay.
Yes.
I think we have to come up with a discussion about dowry. Do you think that it's getting obsolete? Do you think that there are issues that have been overtaken by events as far as dowry or bride prices related? So we'll have a separate show for that. I think it's a very interesting one. So you stay tuned to our channel. But Professor Casper, do you think that relationships can survive without money?
I don't think relationships can survive without money. And there is no woman who is not beautiful as long as there's money. There is no man who is ugly as long as
They have money.
they have money.
Mm.
So money is what makes someone beautiful, ugly, and you realize that a man who does not have money, you cannot be able to sustain beautiful women. You might have your beautiful woman who is ugly based on where you are, and if she happens to be beautiful to the extent that she's attracting endowed men, we call them endowed men, I'm not good in English, men with money,
Yeah.
they would snatch that woman from you. That's why I like one of my favorite musician. His name is like Dube. He says that if you marry a beautiful woman, it's another man's craving. So for you to maintain that woman, you need money. So there is no relationship that can survive minus money. Yeah, these people need to eat. They need to dress well. There is also the idea of prestige as per the Maslow's hierarchy of needs. Women also tend to like if you look at these African movies, you look at all movies, even the white movies, the white female movies, you find that they value, they attach a very big value to money. Like when you have money, the first thing interview a woman will ask you when you seduce them is, where do you work? Actually, what they are trying to establish, how what are you? Okay, they want to know how much money do you have
And how
before,
much respect you should be given.
yeah, so that will determine how much respect you will be given. And one thing I know, if you have money, you give her money, you give her attention, there is nothing that a woman cannot do to you. She can even wash your feet, remove your clothes, do everything, so long as money is there.
But talking about that, I'm talking about attachment. There's this Harry Potter movie where we have this creature called Gollum that is so attached to the ring,
Yeah.
and everything that is goldish. What do you think? What do you think is the problem with women with obsession with money. Do you think it's just a normal obsession, or do you think they are taking it overboard?
The analogy comes from the Bible itself, that men should love their women as God loves the church. And women should be submissive unto their husbands as the church is submissive unto the Lord. Now look at what the church is. They are obsessed with getting money from God, when God is not obsessed from getting money from you see. So you find that women, out of that submission nature, they know for them to submit, they have to submit to something that is higher. So traditionally, under the traditional African society, there was no money. Now, what made women submissive is wealth and courage to go to war. If you have the muscles and fight well in the war, that's what made most women admire you and get submissive, that hero thing. Nowadays, there is no hero thing in terms of being good in war. The heroism in you should be money. Okay? So once you have the money, there is no woman you cannot get in this world, including Beyonce. You can even get Beyonce so long as you have money.
In a nutshell, Dr. Oty, are we saying that money is important for the purposes of paying bills, for the purposes of investing as a family, for the purposes, in a nutshell, let's define the role of finances?
Okay. What? Thanks, Vic. One thing that we need to acknowledge is that generation things change. Yeah, the life that our parents or our grandparents had is different. Yeah, there's a time that education was not basic the way it is right now. Yeah, medical health. I mean, the new diseases keep on emerging.
Yes.
Like we never had things like COVID that we have now. So a lot of things like there was a time that we were doing things through barter trade, more so in Africa here. Like when you have something, you exchange with me. So that one was dependent on what we call double coincidence. Like you want what I have, and I want what you have. Yeah. So money was not having any say. Yeah. We were just going for commodity for commodity. But now, with the bills have come, luxury is heightening, it's even going up. I've heard Professor Casper talk about Beyonce. Yeah, you'll find that people like Beyonce, they come from US, a place that we give a lot of respect. You'll still find them going for shopping in Japan. Yeah, Tokyo. So luxury has increased. We all want our family to.
Whereas you can just easily order online.
You can order online, but now when it comes to holiday, also we want to go. These are the things that initially we never used. We never had them. And then we cover, things like enhancing comfort. So for you to be comfortable in your house, you have modern state of art house. Money has to do something. Then it comes about extended family. That is one thing that we have not shaded. So extended family will also want to have a taste of your money. So money, if you ask a woman or some men, if you ask another thing, money. If you tell me any other thing, they will tell you more money, and it will just be money. So
actually, they usually say this: if you want to maintain your woman, give her money. What else? More money. What else? More money. She will be there. Actually, she will not even be bothered whether you are cheating, whether you are sleeping where. As long as she has money, she will be like, I'm okay. So let him do whatever he wants to do.
So funny discussion we had.
So Casper is saying that money cleanses. Cleanses every sin.
Okay, in African setup, we know that the role of bringing or providing for the family is for the man.
Mm.
And that started by man ensuring that, first of all, they own pieces of land, ensuring that they plant and they harvest for the purposes of ensuring that there is food for the family. So basically, man was responsible for providing for the family. Things are changing, of course, with the modernity and westernization and education and everything, and the roles are changing as life goes on. Let's talk about the role of partners in making money in the modern society.
Actually, if we refer marriage in Kiswahili, it is nimeoa, nimeorewa. But when we talk it in English, it becomes like, I'm married, this is my partner.
Yes.
So the wife will say, I'm married, the husband will say, I'm married. A single word. So the purpose of a woman all already coming into a relationship is to become a partner. And now, who is a partner? The Bible says that this person should be a helper. They are not supposed to come into a relationship to help you consume what you are generating. They are supposed to come in to help you generate more. Okay? So that actually in the book of Proverbs it says two are better than one. When one falls,
I thought that was in Gillette.
Yeah, when one falls, there is another one who will pick the other one. Okay, but when you are alone, if you fall, there is no one to pick you up. So it means if your partner comes into a relationship, you should not. We should first of all what can I say? We differentiate the roles. There is a problem we are having now in a society, whereby now ladies are saying the man's role is to generate and to be a breadwinner. But that's not the role which was given to a man. I don't know who gave that role to a man, because I've tried to look at patriarchal societies. I've tried to look at the traditional African society. I've tried to go through the Bible. I've not seen where somebody came and give a man that role of providing for the family.
I think it comes with masculinity. As a man, you want to be the one who's,
you are a leader.
The alpha.
You are a leader, and once you are a leader, it does not mean that when you are a leader, you are supposed to provide. You are supposed to guide. Okay? So that misconception came because of urbanization. Urbanization brought some complications, whereby if your wife becomes pregnant, she will not be able to work. So the man said, okay, do this. You just stay in the house. Let me go looking for food and such materials as you take care of our kids. But it reaches a point whereby the kids will grow up, and now the woman is left without any role within the family. It's about the agreement, okay? Because sometimes I'm also not a proponent of allowing maids to take care of the kids. So if you have the resources, no matter how small they are, bring up your kids to the level whereby maybe they can be going to school. And then once you realize that you are not able to, now the kids are going and somebody is remaining idle, automatically this partner might leave you because what you will give her will not be enough. An idle mind is the workshop of who. So she will be like, the money I was given, she started loitering, buying things, money is gone, and then you start having problems in the family. So I think partners should first of all sit down, agree how to plan their family, at what particular moment one partner would be playing what role, okay? Because in the traditional African society, it was the responsibility of a man to go and hunt, to take care of livestock. But what about women? Go tilling that land, you are saying. It was their responsibility, not the man. And children, so they make sure they till the
What
land.
you're trying to say, Professor, here is that we should sit down with my partner and say, I'll be going to, I'll be driving my taxi, I'll bring money. You know what you'll do to bring money. Actually, we are referring to the Bible in this shop so much.
Yeah.
And in the book of Proverbs 31, I
Mhm.
think it talks about a noble woman
Yeah.
who is able to take care of her family.
Mhm.
You know, albeit the fact that even the man can be provided for,
Mhm.
you know, without having to go and hustle.
Yeah.
Like it talks of a very hard-working woman. But what are we saying here? Are we saying that can we just agree that you open a cereal shop and I'll go sell mitumba, or what are we talking about?
Actually, King Solomon was the wisest man in this world. He was given all wisdom from God. If you read that book, what he is trying to say is a scenario whereby your partner should not be an employee to a company. Women have the ability of doing a business. If you see that you read that proverb, it's about doing business, about staying at home. There's a part whereby she's supposed to stay at home while knitting, you know, knitting some things. Like she stays at home, but she's making money, staying at home. And also it talks about her bringing food from far in terms of doing business. Okay, so women are good in doing business. And you can attest to that. If you go in Kenya, let us not go far. We can do a survey. Once maybe you're done with the show, we can move around the city,
And see them.
check the businesses, count how many men are doing business. You'll find that the number of women doing the business are more than men. But go to white collar jobs, you'll find men there. Most men are there, okay? And the government. So I think you sit with your partner first, agree. At what particular moment will you be doing what and what? So what I'm discouraging is this type of women who have the notion that a man is the one who is supposed to provide, to the extent that some of them are employed and they cannot give you even a single cent. So what is the essence of you getting employed? You cannot buy food in the house. You can't buy clothes for the kids. You can't even do your hair. You want me to give you money to go and do your hair. You don't even send money to build your home. What you are saying is that it's better you take that money to the parents, your parents, your biological parents, all your brothers, rather than helping your partner. Now, what are you? If we are in business partners, because marriage is like a business, we are supposed to be partners, not one person working for the other.
Okay.
You see, yeah.
Now we're talking about this now, and I'll divide this question into two. And now we have agreed that you're a doctor and you're going to bring money from the hustles that you're doing, and she's going to sell whatever she's selling, and she has her money. Now, a man's money belongs to the family, but a woman's money belongs to the woman. Let's address that, Dr. Oty.
That is one concept that we need to do away with. It is sad that that is what is engulfing our relationship. You find that, apart from being faithful, one thing that we need to ascertain in your partner is that loyalty. Yeah, we have seen men who are trying by all means to improve the level of their wives. We have seen men marrying wives who have not gone to school, taking them to school, securing for them a job, only for them to leave them and go get married with other people. But now, if we talk about reality, I heard him talk about one is better than, two is better than one. I've heard that one, not only in the Bible, but the advertisement of Gillette, which has got two blades. So it is always better that we have source of income from two individuals. The modern life requires that. So a man's money is guaranteed that it will be used in the house. If it is not used in the house, even a part of it is squandered on the side chick, you'll find how at least some war will generate there. But I think ladies, not all ladies, but most of the ladies, just think that they think of punishing, like punishing the person they are living with.
Mm.
I remember this a lady who came in our office.
Mm.
I mean, a man who came in our office complaining about the wife.
Mm.
The wife actually, the man was doing shopping.
Mm.
The lady was even distributing the shopping, the content. Like you buy sugar,
Oh.
plan. Ladies, the wife when friends visit, she takes the things, gives. Yeah. So I was wondering, yeah. And the wife also had the job, yeah, who was ready, who could even provide this thing.
Yeah.
So the husband was providing essentially nearly everything, but the wife is coming, squandering things, giving to other people. Yeah. So I think the wife, people should know that. I mean, we should have one goal in the family.
Right.
Yeah. So we can agree. It is better that a man, we agree the proportion of your money that should come to a joint kid. Like maybe if you are, we agree that bring 85% of your money. I also bring 85% of my money for a common goal. Yeah. Because you have other things that you can do with your money, maybe something to do with making your hair and other things that 15% will cover. But it is sad that some ladies think that you want 12,000 shillings, Kenyan shilling. A lady thinks that is where our rent should come from. School fees should come from, and all the things that are being done in that house.
Yeah, don't forget there are issues with that money encompasses the family issues.
Yes.
That 12,000.
Yes.
You are supposed also to contribute in church. You give tithe. You contribute to a funeral thing. The same money.
But then I wanted to ask you, how is the basic usage of a man's money? Like,
I think 95% goes to other things which are not directly related to the man. Yeah, actually, if your salary is 40,000, I'm very sure the money that you will spend directly on what relates to you, like buying a wine or a cloth. Sometimes you can spend even 5 years without buying a cloth.
Yeah.
Yes.
But you will find that it is only maybe 2,000 or 3,000, but the rest has gone just like that.
How do men apportion their monies in general? You think 5% goes to the family?
No, 95% goes outside.
And you remember the tithe there also?
Yeah, that's 10% tithe.
No tithe for believers.
Yeah, for those who believe. 90, and that means if you take 10% for tithe, 80% to your wife, so you remain with 10% for your personal issues, like which are not even that personal. Probably you have visited some friends, you need to take a wine, a cup of whatever, or you get some friends, they ask for something, you just give them. So that's around 10%. But the greatest chunk goes to the family.
I didn't hear you mentioning savings.
No, savings are not even there.
You ate all of it.
You can only save when your wife or your partner does not know how much you are earning. That's why one of the my colleague, Dr. Obila, said this. Once you get married, there are personal issues which your wife should not know.
Okay.
And that is, number one, she should know your basic salary. But these allowances,
the
gross and whatever, she should not be aware, because according to him, she would beat people around, telling them, I will pay you. My husband will pay you. And again, they will budget. You see, the women budget for your money. You don't budget for theirs, but your partner will budget for your money. Like if you are earning 50,000, don't think they are stupid. They will be like, he earns 50,000. We pay a house rent of 10,000 shillings. So he has 40,000. He has bought food. He has paid school fees. They calculate for you. And then they approximate, probably this guy is remaining with around 10,000. Now they will come for it with some flimsy things like, oh, this happened. I need some money. This happened. I need some money. But now the thing is, men, we are supposed to sacrifice. That's why you will go beyond your salary and give what that lady wants or your kid wants. And later you will find a way of trying to recover.
Alright.
So in short, a man does not remain with anything. You just spend everything. Yeah, but she will remain with everything.
Now, let's talk about Dr. Oty. We're talking about a woman should chip in with their finances to ensure that the family continues or the relationship goes on. But again, man's ego, because I think this is inherent, is like when a woman again now comes in and tries to provide for almost everything, is there not that chance that you feel like you've been belittled, or you feel like you being how do I say it? You feel like you're being inferior
Okay.
in the relationship.
Okay. Generally, okay. There are things in the house, even without being a portion a role. There are things that are coming by default, like man's ego. Like I mean, a man will. It is just by default that we pay rent if you have not bought your own house. Yeah. So there are things like bills, like capturing, like power, like school fee. You just feel that they fall on you on by default. Yeah. So that doesn't matter. I mean, the amount that you earn or what you make in your business, it doesn't matter. But you have that this responsibility are on your shoulder. So, okay, this is something that we are doing. Men will do it without, without bragging, because we just feel that it is our role. Now the problem is that I've been asked that there are some times whereby you find that a man loses his job, something like that. So a question has been posted that people are asking that how long do you think your wife will sustain you without telling other people?
All right.
Yeah. Yeah. So your wife will pay your rent like twice.
Yes.
Yeah. And it will be all over in your neighborhood. Yeah, it will be all over.
But
including antagonizing your kids.
Yeah.
That the man this guy is just a useless person, and the one doing everything. Yeah.
So whatever you had been doing maybe for the previous 7 years will just be erased for her coming into, to save the situation for 3 months. Yeah. So I think a man, by all means, a man should try that. As the head of the house, there are things that if you are not paying the house rent and other things, they will limit your authority. Yeah. So it is upon a man to man up. Like, even sometimes we know things go bad, but to try that there are some role, more so that one of house rent. Yeah. A man should try. That is when they will have power.
And school fees.
Yeah, and school fee. Yeah.
And viewers, let me tell you guys, if you research closely, talk to people closely, you realize that a bigger percentage of men nowadays are being kept by women. You'll hear them saying, "I provide for you. You stay in my house. I bought even this clothes for you, and here you are misbehaving with other girls and all that." I think things are changing. And I think men needs to also style up and ensure that, in as much as you're saying.
You see, our host, why men should have money, you should be an alpha in the pack, such that if you're going to have your side chick, no one is going to dictate around. Allowing women to control family resources does not give you the power even to marry a second wife, a third wife, because she controls everything. That's why you find that most men try to avoid. It's our ego that forces us, like, why should I allow her to control the family resources? She should even stay in the home, such that it gives you the latitude and control of the family. Suppose you build a house and she contributes in building that house. Do you think this woman You will bring another woman in that family. You cannot.
You will not be able to.
You will not be able. But once you see most people who have money, traditionally, check in the Bible, check in your traditional African society, check in the current society. The men who have the ability of marrying more women are the men with money. If you don't have money, you cannot marry. You cannot even have a mpango wa kando. And you see, a man who does not also have money is very obedient to the husband, to the wife. Yeah, especially when the wife has something, you have to be. She can even tell you to cook. You cook. You. That's the moment you discover this Alejandro thing, love thing. You have no control of the family. She will sit there, tell you, what, my husband, can you cook for us today? Because she's the one who provided it.
And you start saying that you are romantic.
Yeah, we blame it to romance, but actually it's because you don't have money. But once you have money, you will be commanding in the house. You say, I cannot do that. I can hire a maid to do that job. Why should I be doing that job? So a man should have money for you to control a woman. Because a woman without money, because money is what gives you power. Why is it that we know God has power? Do you think we could be obeying him? We obey God because we know that he has power. So women will only obey you when they know you have power. And that power comes with money. Yeah.
Viewers, let's hear your comments down there. And you ladies, I know you feel like, and we keep on saying that we're going to bring a lady here. I don't know. We should think about the next episode. We should have a lady, so that we hear this from a lady's perspective. But let's get your views from the comments there, and tell us what's your take. Because I know a modern woman is untamable, and because you feel like you need to be given autonomy to do your things again. You need to have might stay in the house. They even say that, nowadays, if they are providing, you should also do the dishes.
That's the problem. If ladies start providing in a family, they start competing with the partner because they don't understand the basic structure of a family. The basic structure of a family, the husband is the head. Being the head does not necessarily mean that he should provide for him to be respected.
I think the argument is that we've gone out together. We all come back late. What gives you a right to sit on a couch or sleep while I'm there washing the dishes? You're there switching the channels in the TV, and we are all tired.
No.
Those are the arguments.
No. That's very wrong. You see, we can as well, if we are too busy to work, why can't we come and meet in our hotel
and eat?
And eat there, we go home and sleep.
What about the kids? You bring them along?
You see, the idea of bringing servants and workers, and nowadays we call them house managers or maids, is when the husband and the wife are busy. That's why we have a maid at home. Why? This maid plays a role of both of us. We could have come from work and we go to do dishes. I know you're tired. I know I'm tired. But we have to find someone now to help us because both of us are doing what? Working. Okay? But if you guys don't have kids, she's tired, yeah. Actually, you just come home. If she starts competing with you, what I can advise is just chase her away before you give birth to children. Otherwise, that's a devil you're living with. Okay. But if you both of you come from work and you're tired and she's like, let me do this, that's competing. I don't like it. Let a man do it voluntarily. You are also a human being. You can know, okay, this lady is tired. Let me try to help, assist. Okay? So that's the moment you can either think of hiring a person, even if you don't have kids. I think that's the best way of solving that issue. But I don't like competing. I don't know whether Dr. Oty likes that competition.
I don't know. I think that's being romantic.
Yeah, being a Luo, I think he likes
it. But this is one thing that I think it's a source of conflict. I mean, it comes as a source of conflict. And one problem that we've been having with our women is that when you're seeing long term, they are seeing short term.
Mm.
And that is why trying to instill some of the issues that you plan as a man or you had planned is becoming a challenge. For instance, if you're thinking in the next 5 years to have bought a land and maybe develop on that land, they are seeing doing the hair and going to Dubai, and all that kind of stuff. I'm taking us to a family investment and what is the best approach for people in a relationship, not only marriage, but even boyfriend, girlfriends who are serious and they think they're going to end up together. How is the best approach for people to talk and see how they can do investments together now that you already now have money?
Thanks again. Okay. Being openness is always good about this, and remittance, like everyone needs to remit. Yeah, I've heard. From the Bible, how Prof is talking about. There's one term that I've not heard him say, submissive.
Okay.
Yeah. So submissive. Mostly that submission is coming from women. Yeah. I've heard even women who, after earning their salary, they bring entire salary to their husband. And if whenever they need, even jobless husband, yeah, they bring and tell them that, my love, this is what I earned. Yeah. So whenever she needs money, she's requesting for that money. That is submission. Yeah. But when we bring the
slavery.
Yeah, not slavery. Yeah, and not competition. There's something that is called competition.
Yeah.
And when we start competing, you are in one team. Yeah. You are wife and a husband, or you are partners. You are in one team. You don't need to compete each other. You need to complement each other. Yeah, in one way. So I think having something to do with the joint account, but that is once you have analyzed, the level of faithfulness and loyalty. We have seen people who have, even footballers. There's one which is happened. The story was trending late last year. Late last year was just 1 week ago. Yeah. So late last year, about a Zimbabwean footballer. And everyone knows Adebayo. Do you remember Adebayo?
Adebayo, he used to be an
comes from Zimbabwe.
No, Adebayo comes from Togo. Yeah. And he invested and he placed everything in the name of the wife.
Yeah.
And the wife faded away with everything. Yeah. So it means that we need
also a boy had some.
A boy also the same. Yeah. Why is it all happening with former Arsenal players? Okay. So you need to analyze. Okay, the same thing can happen with your man. The man also you can entrust. I've had a lot of women who have committed like their livelihood, like what they work for, they bring to the husband.
Yeah.
Only to realize that the husband is using the money to marry another wife. Yeah. So this thing we need to sit down, have some. The best way of doing it is by having something like a joint account, whereby the two of you are signatories. Yeah. So it means that no one can go on its own or on our own to sign and withdraw entire money without the consent of the other. So that is the best way of bringing what you work for and put it together, and then look for projects. Like we have got short-term project and long-term project. Yeah. So without competing other people, like you have your own life. You are a team. Yeah. You have your own life. Yeah. You don't allow impulses like you see your neighbors done this. More so, the wives will come with this one that they have bought a new car, or we will still continue with this car. No. Okay. We need to be like a post. A stamp on the post on the mail. Yeah. A stamp will not leave the mail until the letter reaches the destination. Yeah. So you need to stick with your goals. Yeah. Your financial goals.
But let's talk also about
maybe before you shift to another point, there's there's something very crucial that should be considered. Most women fear investing with their partners due to lack of security. They feel like they can invest, and then this man, with time, decides to chase them away and bring another woman in who will come and enjoy
What
their,
she never
what she never told about.
Mhm.
So I think for you to bring in your partner much easier, especially here in Kenya, you need first of all to offer them security, and most of them feel that they have security through either a traditional form of marriage whereby you have paid their dowry, or the civil way, like they have a marriage certificate which shows that they are your wife. So most of them, some of these women, let us not blame all of them, some of them are very logical. Once they get that security, they will pray along. Like there's a case I had some few days ago whereby a woman has refused to complete her house where she's married because she says, up to this point here, we have kids together. Probably we are cohabiting because you have not paid dowry for me, nor have you done a wedding to me. So there is no document I can produce to show that I'm your wife. Why should I complete that project? Okay? So for you to help them feel that they are part of you, then you need to give them security. Yeah. Okay.
But that is definitely the work of a man, like offering all level of security, be it physical security and even financial security. But okay, ladies want what we call a sense of belonging, but the main thing which makes them feel that they belong somewhere is kids. Without even these are just papers. I have a child with you. That is why even baby mamas call their baby daddies in the middle of night.
They feel
They
feel entitled that they can call you anytime.
They feel entitled. Like I had another case whereby a lady called a baby mama, a baby daddy, that our child want to go and swim. And the baby actually is 9 months old. So you want, So I think having the children, that gives them entitlement.
But what are the risks? What are the risks of investing together? With how the nature of or the fragility of marriages nowadays. You may come up with a project, you do it together, and then in future you realize that, of course, you're going separate ways. How do you consider that? Again, it's not only in marriages. We have couples who, you can even, the story of Stella Wangu, whereby you even think of educating your fiancé, paying for their school fees. And this is an investment because you know that once I educate her, she's going to benefit the family in the long run. And then you realize that she goes and gets someone else. How do we come out of this challenge and ensure that the investments that we do, in as much as we may be married or maybe not married, are long lasting?
Okay. Well, first, when it comes to marriage and relationship, let me just talk about marriage. Marriage is the most unique thing. You must. You need to consider a lot about marriage because this is the only activity whereby a certificate is being issued before you do anything, before you do nothing. Many other things, education, you are being given a certificate upon completion of your studies, and many other things, even death after you have finished your life in this world. But this is whereby you are being given a certificate before nothing is done. So we expect challenges, and most of these challenges, money is not the solution. So we have seen people like now, the richest woman in the world, that is the wife of Jeff Bezos, the Amazon proprietor, and Huffington Post. They divorced, and they had to separate their wealth. So it is something that is not only happening in the lower level. still talking about the top, we have seen Bill Gates and Melinda Gates going this separate directions. Yeah. So the risk will always maintain. Yeah, because I mean the way we wake up today, you find the challenges are different. Yeah. Okay. So you find that your interest keeps on varying. Yeah. So when they vary at a point that you agree that you know we are not fighting for the common goal, you can go separate ways. But I think we need to have a lawyer in this. Remember that this is your partner. You never grew together. At some point, you are strangers to each other. You have to introduce another person. You have to be introduced to each other. Like I'm called so and so. You take this person to your parents. So you have different background. So I think the binding thing, most of the things we also need to bring legal. We need to seal them with legal things, legal papers. This happened even during marriage. Things are
legalized. So why not legalize? It's a very valid point.
Actually, instead of talking about legalization, let us also consider what was the answers of God. People getting married. Did He intend people to get divorced? So that intention of divorce is never there. Whether your husband is unfaithful or your wife is unfaithful, you people should stay together. The two demons should live together until the end of the day. Being the fact that now you are coming to if we like now the Kenyan society, we have that mind of divorce. It is getting enshrined in every kind of relationship. You just talk a little, start from the common relationships before even going to marriage. They cannot give you 5 minutes. You get differences. Each person moves. You pack your things. You move to the next station. Gets another guy. They start a relationship. So they will go with that mentality even to a marriage, whereby you find most ladies nowadays, they tell you that if this man does not do this, I will just walk out and find another man.
You see, what doesn't work doesn't work. You don't have to force it. That is why we see we realize that cases are really rising about people killing even each other. Because these are the people who have agreed to disagree in everything. So once you are not agreeing in many things, the best way is to part ways.
You see, the reason why why were those cases not there in traditional African society?
Okay, traditional.
What are they now?
Now it is because they are now there because one thing, no one is ready to poke his nose in other people's affairs. During that time, we had elders. In the modern life, like the cities, which elders do we have?
People are so busy.
People are busy with their stuff. And the elders, like maybe you can get counseling or church elders. Most of them are concerned about their affairs. Like if you have money, your way will carry the day. So people are not genuine. They are like, even when you invite them, like I've seen like a lady, you get that a lady and a man, they have differed. They go to the lady's father, the in-law. The father will say that you just go, even if the lady is being beaten, like because the husband is rich and is helping their family. They don't care.
I think guys, we're talking about causes of breakages, and we covered this in our previous topics. You can go back to our channel and try to see in our previous discussions causes of breakages or why your partner is going to leave you soon. But today we are addressing issues to do with finances and taking us back to investment again so that we can move on. So in real sense, and you try to say that we should engage legal advice or legal counsel when we are talking about investment. Are you trying to say, because I think this is something that is uncommon and we don't envisage it when we are sitting down to plan about our finances. are we supposed to sit down and envisage that what if we break up and we have bought a piece of land at this place? How are we going to go about it? Do we normally sit down and do that? And do you think that is important that we do it?
It is hard. It is hard to talk about it. That is just like being prepared to part ways. So what point? Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So you are agreeing with me, you are not supposed to part
Okay.
ways.
Okay. So you get that people always choose to walk in, like you'll find that people have got clandestine activities. That is the security that people have. Like in case we have relationship issues, I will have my land. Like you'll find that people are doing clandestine business. Yeah, that is for security. Yeah, but that will not stop you from doing joint activities. Yeah.
Okay. Now, Professor Casper, we've had places and we've had situations whereby you as a man, you decide to invest and your wife doesn't know, or your spouse doesn't know, or your girlfriend doesn't know, and could be it was because of some issues to do with mistrust. And we've had people who have invested a lot and they died, and their families are just there. They don't benefit out of the investments, like buildings, like huge lands. A friend of mine told me in Rongai that there's a land that just lies there idle for the last 30 years. It's not being sold because the owner is not known. What are the causes of mistrust, and what are the ways forward to ensure that you enhance this kind of mistrust in a family?
We mistrust our partners because most of them are
it's financial mistrust.
Yeah, they are really attracted to our money, not us. So if a woman realizes how much she can get from you, if you die, your value when you're dead, she might even kill you so that she can enjoy what she's supposed to get from you as a husband. Secondly, private investments without your partner knowing are as a result of you mistrusting your partner, because if you refer it to them, they will, if they are this controlling type of women, they are alpha women, they will try to control you and probably steer it to something. So because rarely will you find a man trying to hide something from the wife without a reason. So I think we should have an open society whereby a man has the latitude to use his money as he wishes.
Okay.
Because as much as we are the breadwinners, we don't have power over our money.
Doctor said here that the ideal woman should be paying money on the table, and then
the husband too. But nowadays, no.
A man should not do that as well.
No. You see, you cannot do that.
A man cannot do that because it's the head.
Yeah, you're the head.
But you put it on the table, you plan.
You can put it
our host. If you give your wife money, tell her to spend, their mind does not go beyond the house. Okay. She will buy clothes, buy you clothes, buy food, think about everything within the house. Okay. With you, I've told you that always that a man has 3 lives. The first life is the family, which consumed a large chunk of money. Yeah. The second life is the relatives, whereby we have the in-laws, your parents, all people looking at you. And now the third life is your personal life. That's your friends, your Dr. Titans, his babies. Yes. He wants you to buy. That money is going to come from your pocket among the budget. You see, it's not within the family. You have the church activities. You are invited for fundraisers somewhere. This is a different life from the life of a family.
I tend to disagree.
Yeah.
Does a lady also have the 3 families?
No, a lady.
Yeah, those three components.
The components are there,
Yeah.
but a lady does not have the obligation
Yeah.
to do anything.
Okay.
You see that?
Yeah.
Like now, you will not find an in-law calling the lady for contribution. They will call the husband. We want contribution. If they call the lady,
they call the lady,
and the lady transfers the information.
They tell your husband.
Yeah. Something has happened.
Yeah.
So they expect the husband to do the contribution. Actually,
Right.
Dr. T, let's say for instance, and God forbid, that your father-in-law dies. This is the father of your wife, okay? But your wife will not contribute even a single cent.
That is true.
You are the one to do the job, okay? Now, there comes your father dies. The wife will not say now that your father has died, let me contribute. No, it's again you who is going to contribute. Okay? Now come to your own life. Your wife falls sick, you take her to the hospital. Your child falls sick, you take him to the hospital. But you fall sick, you take yourself to the hospital. You see that? So a man has a complicated life to a way that now you don't need to reveal all your finances to your partner, because immediately you do that, the problem is they budget for that money.
Okay. The whole of it.
The whole of it. So immediately you start going out, it's like you earn 100,000 shillings. We have spent 60,000. Where is 40,000 shillings? Okay.
So they are good auditors.
Yeah, they audit. Okay, and you see again, you have the part of doing projects lies with you. You want to build a house, you want to buy a car, you want to do this. She will contribute nothing, and I'm not saying she will not. Some women do, but most 90% of them don't. Okay, so how are you going to refill everything to your wife? That I have 100,000 shillings, and that money you want to squeeze it in, that you use some in the house, some with the relatives, some for your projects, some for other things. If you do that, then it becomes very difficult for you to make decisions.
Right.
Yeah, because if you give her, just go and do an experiment. I'm a scientist. I like experiments.
So, Doctor,
give your partner money.
Professor Casper,
Okay.
are you officially trying to advise my viewers that men out there should have secret accounts which their wives don't know?
No. I'm not saying secret accounts. Those accounts, have them, but make sure your wife is the next of kin.
Okay.
And make sure your family lawyer, that's why now you have lawyers when you have money, is aware of those properties. If not, make sure one of your close friends, if you cannot afford a lawyer, is aware of such initiatives.
Okay.
So when you pass on, they will pass the information to your partner that this guy has died, but there's something he has left somewhere. Okay.
Is that the same way that we have concubines and they don't know until we die? You also inform the lawyer that I have a concubine.
No. Concubines are not official family members. They're mpango wa kandos. So once you die, they also die. So
So I think I kind of agree with Prof about this. His perspective on the mistrust, more so financial mistrust. Yeah, recently last year I got a message from Safaricom telling me, revealing to me about some numbers that I used to have. And collected assets. They are saying that the amount, I realized that I had like over 3,000 shillings, which I did not know myself. And I was able to redeem them. So I know there are a lot of families that are languishing in poverty after the death of maybe the wife or the breadwinner, but for failing to reveal what the assets that they have. So it is. I think the best way of doing it is by using a lawyer again. We need to be having wills. You just know who matters in your life. You might find that even the person who matters most is not even your wife. The person who has gone, who has made you what you are, might be even a different person. So having wills is better. And talking about this insecurity or mistrust, or if I take you to this, there's an estate in Nairobi called Rerota. Yeah. I hear that place, there's no landlord, but there used to be landlords.
Okay.
There's no landlord. All the houses there they are landladies. But
Okay.
it is said that there used to be landlords. Yeah. So revealing it, revealing all, I tell you that this person that you have, be it husband or wife, at some point they were strangers to you. Yeah. You don't know their full background. Yeah. So once you reveal that, you know, I'm worth
100 million.
Like my insurance.
You are killing yourself.
Yeah, like my insurance cover. If I die today, the compensation is 60 million. Yeah. Then you just see like we are poor right now. Then this person, only this sword can make us.
If this camel dies,
I'll get rich. Yeah. So it is better. There are some few things that we do not need to reveal.
Also, in kinship study, in a family, a nuclear family, a woman is not included as a bride because she belongs to her rural home. So it's the father and the children. They're the ones who have the blood. In your family, your wife does not have your blood. Okay? The blood is from their maternal family. So I think, Dr. T, another safest way if you don't have what we call a lawyer, you can have like what I usually think myself, have your diary or a private book which is usually closed somewhere where you only have a key, and they will only access your key when you are dead. Okay? So the day they will open that drawer is the day you are dead.
Okay.
Meaning that they cannot know what is contained there. So to me, I should say, in that drawer, in that book, light your pin. You know, now when you are dead, they can access now your phone easily and access it. There are people dying with a lot of money in M-Pesa, and the wife cannot even access it because sometimes back M-Pesa, they don't even ask for next of kin. They just register you. There's money there. Okay. There's women who don't know even whether you have money in the account. Okay. And some money is rotting millions in the account. The wife doesn't know. She's struggling, and there's a lot of money there. So I'm of the opinion that since you don't trust her when you are alive, you can only trust her when you are dead. Okay. So make sure you do some writing somewhere. Say, I have an account in this bank. It has some money there. I have a bank, because sometimes you have written as you've written your wife as the next of kin in the bank, but she doesn't know you have an account. So she fails to go and to claim money. What happens? Those bank goons, they steal your money and they realize, oh, this guy died long time ago and there's a lot of money lying over here. Nobody has come. It goes like that.
I really admire your way of doing it. But we human beings, we say that cats are curious, but we are more curious. You can't have that drawer where, their curious nature. You say that maybe this is the place where you are keeping your things of this Illuminati thing. You call it what? Brotherhood. So they say that maybe is keeping his bonds there. You find that drawer broken into before you are there.
You see, there is those respect of wishes. Just tell your wife, as long as I'm alive, don't break this drawer. Okay? But once I die, break it. Leave that close to them. And because you don't know whether it's your wife who will be ahead or you, make sure, again, another family member has knowledge. And very important, make sure somebody outside your family who is a close friend knows. Because there is also a possibility all of you can die.
We have seen that
such instances happens. So let someone know there is something somewhere. That information is good.
One of the observations I've had, don't ask me how, but it's out of my profession, I've observed that men,
Mhm.
when you're indicating the next of kin, as far as maybe you're opening a bank account or you have, say, the cover, like the way you're saying, or even in pension, NSSF, and these other occupational pension schemes, men tend to indicate their wives as the first next of kin, followed by maybe parents or kids. But most women indicate their kids.
Or their parents.
Or their parents. Or you may even just appear on the paper of the next of kin, but the percentage is maybe 5%. Whereas the
That's
kids
true.
given.
Your observation is good.
What could be the problem? I know I'm asking this question and it's a bit vague, but what could you speculate could be the problem?
Okay, first,
Because I'm thinking also an issue of mistrust there.
First I want to agree with you. Okay, first I want to agree with you that scenario. I've also talked to various women. I've heard them say the same, that they cannot. They cannot entrust their husbands with a portion of their wealth.
Right.
Yeah. So I think ladies, it is just they're just okay. Their instinct. They're just jealous.
Okay.
The jealousy in them. They're jealous in life and in death.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. They can't. They can't comprehend.
You suffer when you are alive, and even when they are dead.
Yeah.
You still suffer.
Yeah. No, they can't comprehend a situation whereby, after toiling so much, another woman is coming and having a soft life on their own way. Yeah. So. And this is one thing that is bringing our families down, because this negates the fact that it brings teamwork. Yeah. Like one person is bringing too much and another person
is derailing.
Is
pulling you back.
Is pulling the other person back. Yeah. So you find that you don't assign things to me; you assign them to your parents. The kids that we have, they are going to remain with me. Yeah. So it is another thing that we need to do more research and find a way that to encourage our ladies that they can they should be, if they are comfortable living with you, they should be comfortable living what they have to you and you, and that is the family. And before I go further, I had Prof talk about the lineage, the kinship ties in our African society. Yeah. Okay, for me, I think that once a lady adopts, it doesn't matter whether they have our bloodline, but once a lady adopts your surname in your name, that is one of you. That is one of you now. So I think we can entrust them with things.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, Casper, a lot of things are happening, and nowadays I think a bigger percentage of ladies in the country are getting educated, even more than men. You know, men are busy kuchoma mahindi and selling shoes, whereas the girl child is going back to school, and they are really empowering themselves, and the empowerment is getting very real. And you realize again also in terms of job opportunities, most ladies now are getting employed, and they are becoming so versatile in this modern world. And now we have a career woman who still also wants to be the wife, vis-a-vis a man who's just there. He just knows how he ties his knots to make the ends meet. And now we have an issue of again, marriages being very fragile, because when a woman earns their own money, there's a sense of independence. They feel like they can live their own life even without you being there, so long as you have two kids, and they can even be able to sustain the two kids on their themselves. How is what could be done to ensure that these things are avoided, and in as much as a woman can have a lot of finances, even more than the man, but still you can be able to strike a balance and ensure that the common goal of the marriage continues?
Okay, naturally, we tend to think that all women are a weaker sex, and it has been so since the beginning. Now we have what we call the alpha women, these women who want to be dominating career-wise and everything. So there is not much we can do to bring them down, because most men who marry these alpha women, the women who have their own career, not the ones that you have made. They are those ones you make the way you want, you mold them the way you want. And there are those ones who have molded themselves the way they want. So you cannot control those ones. The one you have molded, for instance, if you marry a woman, take her to school, open for her business, she feels that she has an obligation of obeying you. But the one who has made herself, maybe all the parents have invested in her, they feel that they don't have the obligation of obeying you. So those are the kind of women who want to dictate what you're supposed to do in the family. And most men, out of their ego, don't feel that it is right for someone to dictate to them what they are supposed to do in their family. So that leads to the family breakage. So the only thing that a woman needs to know is that word Dr. Oty has said, that no matter what her career is, she is a woman and she has to be submissive. Even if the man does not have money, she should be submissive. She should bring food. Actually, the book of Proverbs says, a man, she will make her husband get seats among. So you will be doing your men talk somewhere without even working, but the hard work of your wife will make you get honored. But you will lack honor if she does not keep quiet. You will lack honor. The woman should give the man the credit for everything. Like if she buys a car, you are the one using it, but she should say the car belongs to my husband. But the kind of women we have nowadays, she buys a car, that's my car. She buys a phone, that's my phone. Did you give out money to buy that phone? And now what happens to the kids? They learn that now in this house, mother does everything, and then the husband becomes useless. Are you seeing that? And then there's a lady I had somewhere, eavesdropping. I had some lady say, telling her daughter, do you think your father is a man? It's a useless thing in that house, because I do everything in that house. Okay, so if we allow women to continue the way they are continuing, I think that verse in the Revelation, which says, I don't know whether it's Revelation or the book of Daniel, but somewhere among these prophecy books in the Bible, which says that it will reach a time where 7 women will come to one man to beg for the name, that let me be called by your name, but I will provide everything for myself. Okay? Yeah. It's because now I think with
I've really waited for that one to
I think it will be fulfilled.
Men are generous, so just give out our names. Just use it.
It will be fulfilled because nowadays most men are running away from women. You don't want someone to abuse you because they are providing. You don't want someone. You see, men are running away from career women. Look even in Kenya. Do your search. How many career women are married? Very few.
That's what I actually wanted to say. My other observation is that most of the single mothers in the country are career women.
Yeah.
And reason is why, because they just want to be independent. They just want to do their own stuff without getting somebody, like monitoring them or questioning them. They want to go have a good time with their friends, come back at
the time
12,
they need
12 at night, and nobody asks them, where have you been? Who's taking care of your kids, for our kids, and all that. And I think that has become a very is a big problem as far as marriages are concerned. But so that we wind up, Dr. Oty, now I don't know whether we are repeating ourselves again, but how right do you think, and is it for a woman to just support the entire family without having saying that, I'm the one providing and all that? Do you think that is acceptable, and from a man's perspective?
Okay, it is acceptable. I think what I really insist on is that when you come together,
Yeah.
you no longer compete.
Okay.
You are in one team.
Mm-hmm.
So whatever you do,
Mm-hmm.
it is you are talking for the family.
Mm-hmm.
You are an ambassador for your family.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we have had. Let us just go to our neighboring
Mm-hmm.
country here,
Mm-hmm.
Tanzania.
Yeah.
The president there is called Suluhu.
Yes.
Yeah. We have seen photos going through the media.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, saying that with her sitting with the co-wives.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's the president.
Yes.
She has a husband.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she's saying that she submit to the husband.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know the husband, definitely the husband, I know cannot be richer than her.
No, definitely
Yeah?
not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she want to move around telling people that I'm the one doing all these things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. So everyone needs to know their place.
Okay.
Yeah. So our women, be it the career women,
Mm-hmm.
we have seen them. We have seen women are thriving even in.
Yeah.
You don't have to be. You don't have to be a single. Single parent. Single mother for you to flourish.
Yeah.
Yeah. We can talk about like Dr. Ida Odinga.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We have seen her commissioning, the biggest library in secondary school.
Mm-hmm.
That there is a library that she was building in a school called Ogande in Homa Bay County.
Mm.
I don't know whether it is Homa Bay or Migori County.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it is a multi-million library. Yeah. So let women thrive. But okay, I'm just adjusting on the point that Prof was answering about the career women.
Right.
Yeah, that is edging them out of marriage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, there's a reality that they will have to deal with.
Right.
Yeah.
Mm.
We have had. Let me talk. Maybe she might answer me, but I'm a Kode.
Okay.
Yeah. She calls herself, the president of single mom.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mm.
But that is not a fulfillment. You realize that, right? She was sick, and we saw a man taking care of her. There's this guy called Nelly Ox, somebody like Nelly Ox.
Yeah.
So most of the ladies, you see the single parent, the single moms, they are living in denial. Yeah, they are living in denial. Recently, I saw something about Aisha Jumu. Yeah, the Malindi legislator. Yeah. She said that it was just last week. Yeah, she said that she cannot submit to a man, but that doesn't mean that she's not living with a man. Yeah, yeah. So we have a lot of these people who are not really facing reality. They know that they can't do without men. Yeah. Okay, they can talk about the talk, but they will not do without the men. Yeah. If they manage to take this one, there's another torture that they will be submitting their children.
They end up going to room 315.
Room 315 or a word of room 4.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, the problem, you might monitor that thing that for you it is working. But ask yourself, what about your kids? When they go to school, people ask them that, what is the name of your father? Why is your father not bringing you to school? Yeah. These things are torturing these kids. It tortures them. Like if some people are calling you that, with those names,
Bastard.
Yeah, those things are demeaning, and they can make somebody not even concentrate on their studies. Yeah. So to summarize on the question that you asked me about, should women just be comfortable, like even when they are supporting their family. Yeah. So family, as I had said, that it is about uh, being complement to, one another.
Yeah.
So when one is down, another one is up. Yeah. So it doesn't matter when when your turn comes, just do it loyally. Without exposing your linen to outsiders. Yeah.
The resource problem.
Yes.
I agree with Daktari that women should provide comfortably. They should assume the man is dead. And the problem is they don't have that assumption when you don't have a job. They usually literally say it's your father is dead. But if you die, they will continue providing for the family. That's the moment you realize these women have money. If you die, they will provide without even support from anybody, and life will continue. So why can't they support you without raising a lot of alarm?
Yeah.
The problem is the problem of we call adaptability. Sometimes men, once women provide, we get adapted. We adapt into that situation. We do our projects, and once we are done with the projects, you find that you have extra money. So most women being jealous. Actually, they usually say men are jealous, but I don't think men are jealous than women. They realize that you have extra money to go and have a side chick somewhere. So what they usually try to do, what they fight most, is to make sure that you use your money in the family, you don't use it to get another side chick. That's why you will find that they hide their money when you are alive. They don't want to provide, pushing you around here and there, so that you give something for the family. But I think to give the devil the due, what we should say, just let us say they are devils, but let us give them their due. If they realize truly that you don't have money and you're royal, they can provide. So their problem is royalty.
With other things.
Yeah, they will compensate. But they usually say if you don't have money,
be good on bed.
Yeah, be good in bed.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is your parting shot, Dr. Oty? Because you're done here.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks again. Okay. What I can say is that okay, as much as money, I will bring this quote of the former president of America, Barack Obama.
Okay.
He said that money is not everything. I'm quoting him. Money is not everything, but it makes a difference.
Okay.
Yeah. So we have seen cases whereby money is not solving everything. I remember the time that we had Dr. Joyce Laboso. You remember her? The former governor of Bomet. She died. At that time, the president, our president, President Uhuru Kenyatta, and the deputy offered that they were ready to take her to any medical facility for her to recover. But it reached a point whereby any help could not help. The cells had died, and no amount of money could help her. Yeah. So that will come with our relationship also. Like let us not put the money ahead of everything. Yeah. What matters more is dialogue, but also openness. Let us do our things openness, and let us honor our cultures. Yeah. The moment we deviate from our culture, the problem will always arise. So if our culture is putting a man ahead of you, just accept it. Yeah, and support your man. Yeah, because you don't know the torture that the man is going through when people are saying that, this man is a woman in the house. Don't humiliate your man. Yeah, in front of the guest and other thing. Yeah. Yeah, it for ladies, it will be a big shame on you that it is you who chose an irresponsible man. Yeah, because you had your time of to choose the right man, but that is the man you chose, and don't even humiliate your man in front of your kids. Yeah, your kids will wonder, like, why did you choose for us this such a dad? Yeah. So money, let us use our money in a way that it can bind our relationship. Yes.
Thank you so much, Dr. Oty, for your wise counsel. Professor Casper.
What I can say is contentment. That word is a simple word, but it's very powerful when it comes to matters of money in a relationship. Let us not be greedy to get money, because it will make us become evil. And let us not also lack looking for money. Let us be contented with what we have. Because lack of satisfaction, financial satisfaction, someone can have 100,000 shillings and yet they are not satisfied. And someone can get 10,000 shillings and they are satisfied with that money. It will maintain the relationship. There are relationships that survive with 6,000 shillings. And there are relationships which have millions and they are not contented. So you will find now that idea of money becoming crucial in a relationship also being challenged, because now these people have money, but while they're not contented, like they are not happy, they are not satisfied. That form of satisfaction lacks. It's because of lack of contentment. So if you want to maintain your relationship, if you want it to be successful, if you have to have that contentment with what you have at that particular moment, it will help you, because we don't know in this meaningless life what our tomorrow will be. Okay? Kenya can be reduced to Somalia, whereby everything now we think we own, cars, houses, become useless. You cannot stay in that house. Like what happened in Rwanda, 1994.
Even on Rwanda recently, what happened in Afghanistan?
In Afghanistan, So even including Ethiopia, war can come and also show you that everything that you have is nothing, becomes zero. Your Range Rover, your big houses in the city, everything becomes zero. So without contentment, it means you guys will part, each will go on his way, on separate ways. So we have to be contented and know that whatever the materials that we have, they are serving us at that particular moment. Beyond there, let us not be chasing the wind.
There you have it. You've heard it from your relationship experts, Dr. Oty and Professor Casper. And of course, we all want to live a very good life, whereby you can wake up today, go to Dubai, go to America, eat good food, and of course, you can want to spend like the way Chelsea Football Club are spending without, But it's not everything. Money is not everything, and if you don't discuss about your finances in your relationship as early as you stay together, then problems are coming, and the moment they start coming, you'll not know how to solve them. So it's better to discuss about these things, better to be contented, better to know that money is not everything, and there you'll have your peace as you live together as husbands and wife, or as fiancés, or as whoever you want to live. That is all we have for now. Until another time, what we have from us is
Bye.
goodbye.